Hello Reformers and welcome back to Perisno. Now, when we left off, we had just taken a castle. Actually, a pretty lucrative one, hopefully. Hopefully it's going to be awarded to us. I maybe should not have left it, actually, but I'm thinking to myself, how many vassals are really going to turn up? Because I think the Zan dynasty only has... well, I don't think they have too many. I think they have 3 or 4? I actually don't know at the moment because I haven't seen them for a very long time, so maybe they are embroiled in battles far away from where we currently are. But otherwise, we have joined the campaign of Archduke Albondiel, and we're going to find out whether we are going to wage war against the Hakkon. I can assume that we probably are. Oh, he needs us to do a task. Do I want to do a task? I guess I will. Oh, it seems like oh wow, the Draharans are absolutely destroying the Hakkon by the looks of things. Alright, so yes, we need to go and scout Kasseri, Sokrit, and Hesh Danlis. Alright, so you found, yeah, okay, you found your, okay, so Sokrit, oh, okay, oh, that's not too bad. I thought it was going to be a lot more difficult than it actually turned out to be. Okay, so we can head over here. We can very easily scout that, and then I'm going to go over there. Let's hopefully not get intercepted by a bunch of Hakkon vassals. You never know. They might come out of the town and then be like, surprise! And just, you know, absolutely murder me. That would not be very nice. Mountain, get out of my way. Thank you very much. Okay, so we are apparently... the Elantorans. They are very funny, aren't they? Yes, they are extremely funny, because what they do is they literally just take... what is it now? I think they have... easily over 1,700, maybe even more than that, units, and they decide, hey, you know what, let's take this extremely large force and go and raid this village. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan, doesn't it? Okay, so let's go and speak to Archduke Albondiel, and nothing I couldn't handle. There we go. Alright. Who do you think should receive that? Okay, yeah, he supports Queen Arwen. Okay, well that's enough of politics for the time being, thank you. Yes, yeah. Even though I took it, he still thinks that we should not be given it. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh yeah, also, by the way, I would love to be able to participate in the quest that is currently available at Amana, but unfortunately, as we attacked the Zan rather considerably, it is unfortunately not able to be taken, or shall we say, not able to be entered at the moment, so we're going to have to deal with that. Oh yeah, also, I have actually just thought to myself, Anluk's castle is going to be probably the safest castle ever, because technically the Zan dynasty are not at war against the Elantorans. They are at war against us, specifically, but they're not at war against the Elantorans faction, which is fantastic. That means it's perfectly safe, and I can leave it, no problem at all. So, interesting. So yes, they are completely bound by diplomacy and diplomatic relations that they can't do anything. They are literally stuck. They cannot do anything to us. So that's fantastic. Alright, so now we're going to go over to this other village and we're going to raid that a little bit. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do... they have 1,600 in there. Yes, I'm not going to be able to take that by myself, but yeah. I think what I'm going to... oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I am not really needed to kill an escort of 113 units, so I'm just going to go over to Crane real quick, because what I would like to do is sell some of my goods, you know, sell some of my loot and things like that. There we go, sell all of that. I'm going to sell the Tauranian Morningstar. I'm going to sell these things as well. I don't think I'm ever going to use them. And I think I'm going to sell the Ranger Blade, even though it's really nice. I personally prefer the Tempered Elmwood Blade, but... yeah, I don't know. I don't really like the thrusting on it. I know that thrusting is in general a pretty decent way to get through armor and stuff like that, but I don't know. I kind of just, I don't know. I just like that a little bit more. Okay, so we're going to go for that. Going to sell this, and sell that. There we go. We've cleared out a lot of space, which is nice. And as you can see, we're getting about 11,000. I'm going to just buy a little bit of food here so that I can make the most of the money, I suppose. Otherwise, we have a dye works here, amazingly enough. We apparently have a dye works here already. Well, that's nice. Anyway, let's go into the tavern and sell our prisoners. Hello, ransom... oh, I thought that was the ransom broker, actually. Here's the ransom broker. Alright. So 13,000 for that. There's a tavern shopper. I'm actually still looking for a mystic merchant. I'd love to be able to buy a couple of things from the mystic merchant, if at all possible. Ah, it looks like Onishi has respawned, as you can see here. Oh well, I don't know whether you saw that in time, but Onishi has been spotted near Enduin Castle. And Enduin Castle was, of course, our first ever castle. Anyway, let's just wait here until these guys complete their raid of this rather pointless village. I mean, yes, okay, I know. When you raid a village, it does prevent the enemy from recruiting from it, and it also, you know, reduces the prosperity of the nearby town and so on and so forth. But I personally feel like they are squandering their time at the moment, and personally I feel like they should just go straight for the town, because it's right there, it's right there, it's ripe for the taking. It's very, very strange to me that they don't do that, but I know they're AI, you know, they think logically and methodically and all that sort of thing. Ah, I see. Alright, so it seems like, unfortunately, we are going to have to accept this decision. I'm not going to be renouncing my allegiance. Thank you very much. I think that's going to be a little bit too premature, and I would have liked to have actually, you know, stayed with the faction and done a little bit around that. So I'm going to accept that. She was being supported by all of the lords, as we saw. You know, Archduke Albondiel himself was very much adamant that he was supporting her. So what we're going to do... let's see. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to try and get as much relation with her as possible. Ryar Castle. Ah, you are annoying. You know that? She is really annoying. She's just always giving me these... Deliver this mail message. Yeah, deliver this and deliver that. Yeah, that's great. Okay, let me tell you whom I support. Yes, Archduke Martius. Okay. I would support you. Should I say that? Ah, okay. So, unfortunately... Wait, maybe I can... Ah, I can do this. Okay, I would support your choice. There we go. We're gonna schmooze a little bit. We're gonna schmooze. All right. So Ryar Castle, where is that? That's obviously very far away, isn't it? Yeah, it's all the way over here. So unfortunately, I will not be able to deliver that message just yet. But obviously, I'm going to do that off screen anyway. Okay, so I guess what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wait and see by Arish whether they decide to besiege it. All right. So I'm a bit weirded out by this. The Archduke Albondiel martial person has decided that it would be in his best interest to call off the campaign now. Yeah, I don't know why they do this, but yeah, he called the campaign, he decided, hey, you know what, let's go and raid a couple of villages. And then they raided a couple of villages, and now they've all split up. But I am now in a battle with a bunch of allied vassals against one of the Hakkon leaders. I believe this might actually be the Emperor of the Hakkon himself. So this is going to be pretty cool. This is going to be pretty cool. It really depends on whether I'm able to get any kills though. I would very much like to get a couple of kills, but how many archers do we have? We don't really have that many units in this particular engagement. So that's a bit of a shame because I do not get to command the entirety of our forces. So it's going to be a bit stagnant for the most part, I think, because these guys are not going to charge, and certainly the Elantorans are probably not going to charge, or they're going to do something weird again. Like this, for example. They seem to be doing some weird stuff. I don't even know. Anyway, we're going to get our guys over here, and hopefully, you know, moving them a little bit closer will improve their effectiveness, I guess. Let's see if I can do something here. Now, the Hakkon are not particularly my favorite faction. Now, I've never played as them, so I obviously cannot really speak for whether their units are any good or anything like that, but I do know that as an archer, I really do not like them, because they have extremely good armor, extremely good shields, and in general, they're going to be very difficult to kill. That's the main reason why I'm saying that I don't like them. Otherwise, I personally feel like they're a pretty solid and good faction, but yeah, obviously the main thing at the moment is thinking about how effective I am with a bow, and how effective we are at the moment is not very effective at all. So obviously that's a bit of a problem. Okay, can I pick up some of these? No, apparently not. I would have had to have stayed a little bit more stationary. A little bit more stationary. Did you see how hilarious that was? Oh, that was great. That was fantastic. Okay, yeah, you deserved that. You deserved that, Scout. You were being way too cocky right there. Way too overconfident. Literally. Okay, I am just, oh wow, that's hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. Okay, I'm gonna tell my people to go and hold position because they just charged in when I got killed. And that's not particularly good because the Elan Taurans are not really doing much at the moment either. Oh, that was great. That was really, really good. Yes, because you know what happened, right? Yeah. Lowered my shield to get ready for an attack, and then I got headshot by a throwing weapon. Yes, yes. None other than a throwing weapon. I'm impressed as well as being a little bit ashamed because I am really bad with throwing weapons. Sometimes I'm good, sometimes I'm bad, not really very good either way. But anyway, the point is that I've really those HAKKON. Yeah, that's also another reason why I'm not a particularly big fan of these guys. And also this particular fight is going almost nowhere because as you can see, none of the sides are attacking. None of the sides are attacking. The only thing that is happening is that the Elan Taurans and the apparent Tauranian defector that we apparently have here is also shooting with their archers. So, yeah, seems like I'm going to need to retreat because there's not much more I can do here. I mean, they're just literally doing nothing. Thankfully, we didn't lose anyone, so I suppose that's quite a good thing. But yeah, I think I'm probably just going to leave them to it because they're being pretty annoying with their I'm not retreating. Yes, it's not like I don't want to participate in this, but it's just that it's pretty annoying, you know? They have to just kind of stand there for long periods of time without doing much. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do is I might actually try and take on that Zan party over there. I'd like a little bit of an injection of renown if at all possible. I'd like to get to about 200 in our capacity. I think that would be pretty cool. So I'm going to try and do that if I can. Let's see how much I'm going to get for this. 14. Ugh, yeah, I was hopeful for a little bit more than that. Maybe about 20, but, well, it is the Zan, and the Zan are not particularly difficult to take out at the moment. But, oh well, never mind. I suppose it's just the way things have to be. Okay, I'm going to tell my cavalry to follow me. Actually, no, I'm going to tell my cavalry just to stand a little bit further back than the archers. There we go. I think that's pretty good. All right, so we're gonna. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. I'd like to try and shoot a little bit with my bow. Oh, nice! We actually got a headshot. Oh, another one. Are you serious? How are we able to get headshots right now? Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy, because I'm not the best horse archer by any means. It's literal luck. It's literal luck right now. It is really, really luck. I am not doing anything special. That is hilarious. Okay. Well, I guess I can just continue doing this, and my archers can continue shooting. So, yeah, we're just gonna run around, you know, randomly, just doing absolutely good amounts of damage here. Not too bad, if I do say so myself. But yeah, can you see the difference between, I don't know, 10 episodes ago and Scout's damage and now? Because he's doing so much more. He is doing absolutely so much more. It is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I really can't believe that he has had this much of a... Oh no, I failed to heal myself, really? Oh well, anyway. Point is, this much of a progression, because before he was just like, oh no, I can't possibly kill anyone, sir. Yeah, he couldn't do anything. So now he's headshotting things on horseback. Isn't that crazy? That's real crazy. I like it. We've killed 7 enemies. That's actually not too bad. I mean, I was not anticipating doing anything more, because I basically just wanted to get a little bit of experience, a little bit of, you know, proficiency here and there, and now I actually need to level up my one-handed weapons a little bit more, because my one-handed weapons are pretty low in comparison to my archery, so I should probably do a little bit more damage with that. Yeah, there we go, there we go. Oh no, don't get shot. Don't get shot, Scout. I'm going to try and move away here. I'm going to tell my cavalry to charge in now, I think. Should I? I don't actually know whether I should do that. It's probably a mistake, isn't it? Yeah, it's probably a mistake for me to charge in, specifically, because I'm probably going to die anyway. But we need the proficiency. We need the proficiency, we need the experience. I did level up, by the way. I did level up, so hopefully we're going to be able to spend those points in a, useful fashion, because you know me, I'm not particularly knowing what I'm going to do. I think I actually do know what I'm going to do. That's odd. No, I'm just kidding. I do know what I'm doing most of the time. And by most of the time, I mean 10% of the time. Yes, exactly. Anyway, point is, we're going to probably get some points in strength. And we're probably going to go for... we're probably going to try and get more power draw, if possible. But obviously, that's not really a thing that I can, shall we say, affect at the moment. But anyway, there you go. Okay, so obviously I have no space. I have no space at all, but these things are not really necessary. I didn't really do it for the prisoners anyway. I'm going to take, obviously, captured prisoners, because they're worth it, but everything else not so much. Going to take a little bit of loot, and there we go. That will be fine. Alright, so we leveled up. We're going to go for a little bit more in strength. And what else do we have here? Well, not much. I suppose I could go for a little bit more in power strike. That's not really necessary in my opinion. Trainer is not really necessary because as you can see, we already have 10 in it. Well, technically we have 10 in it, I suppose. So it can't really go any further than that. I suppose we could get some more shield. Yeah, maybe some more shield would make a good amount of sense. I think I'm probably going to do that. Am I? See, here's the thing, okay? We know that, who is it now? Is it Marcus or one of the new companions that we just recruited? He has, is it Aracanus? It might be Aracanus actually, who has a shield that requires 4 in shield. Now, if we are going to use this, as you can see here, Old Age Steel Shield, in my opinion, this is it better? I don't know whether it's better. I mean, the resistance is really nice, but it does mean that you will lose 300 HP in terms of the shield's durability. So that is a bit of a problem. Maybe it's not as good. Maybe it's not as good. Oh well, anyway, we do have a bunch of companions to level up, I suppose. I'm going to just do that and show you what I've been doing with them so far. I've just been improving their combat skills, their main combat skills for the most part. And then if anything is not a combat skill level, then I'm going to be leveling up their trainer skill because they all have a pretty decent amount of intelligence as it is. So there you go. There's 3 in trainer for Zyra. She's obviously only level 12, so she's not really going to impact the amount of experience that we're getting at the moment, but she is eventually going to be able to. Anyway, let's level up Alandel's strength a little bit more as well. And he has nothing in trainer skill? Why does he have nothing in trainer skill? That's crazy. Why did I not level up his trainer skill? That is a mistake. I probably should have been doing that many moons ago. Yes, many moons ago. Alright, so Kara has 27 strength, which is fantastic. It really is. Okay, so I guess what I'm going to do is I might level up intelligence just so that I can get her additional points in Weapon Master. Because she doesn't have anything in trainer skill either. Wow, that is really bad. But she needs Weapon Master because currently her crossbows are not leveling up very fast and her one-handed is not leveling up very fast. So getting some more Weapon Master would hopefully help her out with that. And then maybe she'll be able to use like a Machiavellian bladed crossbow or something along those lines. That would be pretty cool if I do so myself. Okay, so Slighter only has 2 in trainer? What have I been doing with this guy? I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna level up his... I don't know, maybe just level up his intelligence. I mean, he's only 2 points away from getting 27 intelligence, so I suppose that seems like a pretty decent idea. And we do get 2 additional skill points to put into trainer, so I suppose that makes a bit of sense. There we go. Alright, so I'm not going to be speccing Scout into shield. I've made up my mind. I don't think that the other shield is worth it as such, because we do lose a little bit of size. but now I'm unsure what to else go for. Maybe leadership, maybe prisoner management, maybe persuasion. I'm thinking persuasion actually right now, even though it's probably not the best idea. Should I go for some more weapon master? Some more weapon master might actually make a bit of sense. We don't level up that fast, you see, so I'm kind of taking a bit more time over this. This is annoying. I don't know what to do. Okay, fine. I'm going to do Weapon Master because we already have 7 in Persuasion, and I think that's pretty decent. I don't know whether... should I? I'm going to do Persuasion. Okay, I'm going to do Persuasion. There we go. And now that's a mistake. Mistake, you know. Well, anyway, there you go. I think that will be it for this episode. Next time we're probably going to try and maybe take one of the HAKKON's castles? They only have a very small garrison here, so it would be pretty cool if we could, but they have really, really good units. Very, very hardy to kill units, so don't know. Don't know whether we're going to try and do that, but we might try and take one of the Zan castles as well. It really depends on what happens in the meantime. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.